Okay, I am now live. Yay! Alright, let me just double check the settings. Good. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to tonight's Nimby Rail stream. Part 3 of trying to give, well, I said it's the Northeast Corridor, but we're doing a bit of Scepter because I think it makes sense to have, obviously, the sort of, adjacent commuter services, otherwise it won't be as, well, just, it wouldn't be as fun. Yes, so, well, I'll just wait for people to come and join along. So, hello there, Crazy Shark, Koras, and Bogdan. Hope you're doing well this, well, it was drizzling today around my area. Yeah, a bit of drizzle. But I can see some blue skies now, so the rain has gone away. It will come again another day. Right, let's put on me tunes and get straight into building the next next bit I want to do. Great. There we go, that's fine. Right, okay, so behind everyone's backs, I think I added the services on the Kindwood line, which, as you can see here, we've got is it a 6-car flirt? Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've got a cheeky 6-car flirt running on it. And on the other side, we also have a, oh no, dropping frames. Yes, we are dropping frames already. Oh my goodness. Though it's not dropping frames now. Oh. Is this what I get for trying to increase the stream's quality? Because it seems stable right now. Everything seems fine now. Oh, as soon as I say that, it starts to drop frames again. Oh, for goodness sake. Not now. We can't have anything nice, can we? Let me... Should I really chance it? Because I only increased the quality of the stream to, what's it called? To 1280 by 7... Like, I tried to the resolution from 1280 to 720. So is this what I get for doing that? Well, again, it looks stable at the moment. I will keep an eye on it. But there isn't too much I can do unless I just turn off the stream and then restart it again. And, you know, reduce it back to peasant quality. So we'll just cross our fingers, because I haven't done anything else apart from what I mentioned. Yeah, so I think the next line we should do, well, I've secretly built the line all the way to Coatesville because it's not really part of the Northeast Corridor, but I wanted to have it there anyway. So, and I know obviously this isn't the Northeast Corridor either, but it's at least a bit closer. So I'm thinking of adding the line to... Where should we do? I think Norris... Let's try Norristown, I think, perhaps. That seems like a good idea. Well, we'll do the wait, Norristown and the airport. I like that. Oh, and I'm getting more drop frames. Oh, stop that. Okay, new plan. Bear with me for a very, very brief moment. The stream is going to pause. I am going to just reduce the quality back. Bear with me for one moment, please. How can I do this? Okay, anyone else hear me now? Hello again. I know, I apologise the stream quality has dropped like a potato, but I think this is the only way I can do this now. Because as soon as I increase the quality, it becomes... I start dropping a whole bunch of frames all of a sudden. And I'm still dropping frames now. What the hell? Oh, you can't be serious. Oh. So annoying. Well, again, there's not really much I can... Let's just continue building. Yeah. I think we were talking about Lufthansa but binning their A340s a few streams ago. But there isn't too much I can do about it unless I have enough money to fly Lufthansa, which I don't, simply put. Oh dear. Well, yeah, let's see how we do this. No, that's not the ballastless. Oh, I forgot to say, I've renamed Philadelphia. I mean, this station was called Jefferson Station, but I renamed it in the style of our German names to Ostmarkt, East Market, which was its original name, I believe. So, fair enough. Yeah, I really like the Network Southeast training video music, so I put it in the jukebox since it's a song I really like. Sorry, I love that. I love that quote. Love the Top Gear quote. Where do you get these bangers? The ultimate power of Google compels you, or YouTube in this case. Ah, I see we have a new class clown. Gotcha. I remember when I used to be the class clown like you. Good times. Well, until I grew up, but shh. But okay, how's everyone's doing this day today? How's everyone doing? Thought I'd ask whilst I'm just building this section here. Actually, I'm going to increase it to 110 kph because it's essentially a straight line. Alright. That's good to hear. Is for a sponsor. It's still Market East Station to us locals. Was named for jobless. Oh, okay. Fair enough then. Again, makes sense. I still, like I said, I would still prefer the other name anyway. So, but at least that makes understand the reason for its name. Sponsorship. Got it. Speaking of which, I also renamed Philadelphia. What was it? I think this was Penn Medicine. It's its current name, and I renamed it to Universitätsstadt. University City in German, roughly. Thank goodness we don't have any German-speaking viewers here to get upset by the pronunciation of my German. Oh dear. I scared the transphobes by wearing nail polish at my school somehow. I never, well, I wouldn't, personally, I would never wear nail polish, unless I was, like, losing a bet, or if it was, like, a stag do or something. But, you know, you do you. Some people are more insecure than others, and it's sometimes, you know, a good way to just mock them, I guess. Sorry, I don't really... Oh, pretty close to the name. Because Penn Middleton is also a sponsor deal. Yeah, that was the exact reason why I renamed it to University City. I speak German. Oh, you're... Oh no. Well, Karas is, Austrian and speaks German, so there you go. Alright, so... Oh, I got the sometimes it's very difficult to get the things up. I'll rename the stations, Can you give me one moment, please? Bear with me. Hello? Alright then, see you later. Oh, sorry, I'm streaming. Thank you. Sorry about that. Just had to sort out something. Look, the International Lift Filmer 2024. I understand you want to try and Control C and Control V the jokes that I've been making, especially with the 769. But the reason why I made the 769 joke is that it took 700 million years to get into service and then disappeared as soon as it started running, especially with the likes of what's done that? Especially with the likes of Great Western. And they're starting to drop frames again. Excellent. Oh, I love streaming. Oh, I love streaming. Streaming's so much fun. Delicious. Alright, we'll speed this. Change it to 80 kph through here. If you understand that, then the least you could do is, if, you know, not just apply the exact same joke. Well, not even that, just be more original with your humour, mate. Come on. That's all I asked for. The problem here, Kuras, is that there are some legitimate uses of AI. And I can think of one right now. I'll give you an example of a legitimate use. Let me just get this sorted. So, you are like in charge of a squadron in the army, and you need to get supplies from point A to point B, where A and B are two different locations separated by a road that you have reports that may or may not have mines on it. So you could send a couple of your soldiers in a Unimog down that road, and then they can get blown up. Or you could use an autonomous vehicle to go on the same route, sending those supplies to the other location. In this case, AI is replacing the job, but the benefit is that you could potentially save the lives of soldiers. So that's like my go-to example, because whenever people say like AI is all horrible and stuff, I go, it depends on the context and situation. Using AI to bring back somebody, bring back an actor from the dead, sure. Using AI to save the lives of soldiers in a war, I don't see the problem with that. But that's not AI. That's not AI. That's just robotics. Okay, alright then, fine. I'll be a bit more pedantic then. Hang on, have I got a message? Let me try and be a bit more pedantic then. Because I came up with like 5. So, fair enough. Thanks for pointing that one out. So let me try and think. I'm going to try and think of the others as I'm building this station that I came up with. Let's see. Alright. So, you're working on an animation, okay? And, let's say you're working like an animated film, and you use AI to create pictures for a mood room, because the director is very bad at describing images. But he comes up with a whole bunch of images for AI for the mood room, and just the mood room. In that case, I think it's perfectly acceptable on the basis that, well, you're still paying the artists, you're just using it to, assist with inspiration. And I don't really see that as a crime. Like, AI can inspire people. AI has inspired me. I get my inspiration from going to Belgium. Like, the really crap areas of Belgium. Alright. But I do get your points, though. You're calling Belgium AI? No! I'm just saying that inspiration can come from anywhere. Oh, hang on, I forgot to join these tracks up. Silly Billy me. I will not accept this Belgian slander. It's not that bad. But, you know, point still stands. I think there are legitimate uses of AI out there. But the problem here is that a lot of these talking points and discussions simply turn into AI bad, give me upvotes. Which, don't get me wrong, I understand why people are saying that, but that does not justify, that doesn't make discussion of it, like, you know, a mic drop, this, like, instant win. Okay. Right. I'll name the station later on at the last bit, and I'm dropping frames again. Excellent. Again, I haven't really done anything different today, so I don't know why the stream is not behaving that well. Well, I don't know who Stampy is, so forgive me for having to shrug at that. Yeah, again, remember what I said about how a new class clown has just popped in? Just thought I'd say that, because I feel like my earlier statement was again justified. Right, so what speed limit can I give this? We can give it back to 110. Is a Minecraft user. Oh, how dare you compare me to a Minecraft YouTuber? The other problem is companies and people calling things AI when they very obviously are. Yeah, that can be quite annoying as well. Though, I guess in a way, I can't blame them too much, because there's also what's it called? The whole idea of, well, it is a broad topic when you think about it. So I don't blame people for calling things AI when they're not. As in, like, the name of a software or something like that. I get that. Oh, there's a station here. Oh, and it's only on the outer tracks. Oh, okay. But yeah, let me just Right, which where's my 4-track cheat guide? Oh, it was over here. Oh, I forgot to say, last week when I went to Milton Keynes, when I was at Richmond, well, oh, no, I was actually at, what station? I was at, no, it wasn't Richmond, it was South, no, Acton Central, and I was on the 378. I just looked to my side and I noticed a Class 710 on the Richmond service, and I went, what? What's going on here? And well, it turns out 710s are running on that line now, which I never knew, and I never knew that was ever going to happen, so for that. You found North Broad Station. Definitely the station with the biggest fall from grace of any station in the Philly region. shame. What, did this station like used to be a lot bigger or something? Instead of just like the crummy, short platforms here. I can't find the original data expunged audio. Well, why do you think I'm gonna tell you this? Because all you're doing is, at least from what I'm seeing here, is trying to be a copycat. And I don't really take kindly to copycats, because it's a sign that instead of wanting to do something themselves, they say, I know, I'll do the exact same thing that this person is doing with no originality whatsoever. At least, I mean, you could argue, oh, Daniel, the Railway Review videos are like that as well, because they took the idea from Slip Phantom. That is true, I will not deny that. But at least I'm doing it with something different. He did it about World of Tanks, and I did it about trains. Real trains, specifically. This is the reason why I really, really make it hard for these kids. And I really do mean kids, because there's almost always a kid to come around, they always, I don't want to sound like a BNP, all these kids coming over here, stealing my job, no. But whatever. Oh, well, no, I don't tend to remember things that as insignificant as that, I'm afraid. Apologies. Oh, it shouldn't be 150, it needs to be 110. Good. How am I going to sort this out? I wouldn't really... Well, you do realise B7TLs are still in service across the country. You are aware of that, are you not? Are they as widespread as they were in the past? No, but they're still in use. Used to be a legitimately great station, a secondary main station for the Reading Railroad's flagship trains. At least the old station building survives. Alright then. In what regard? What do you mean by that? Oh, fuck. No offense. Actually, yes, offense intended, Mr. International Lift Film. I can definitely see why I really, really regret the audience of people I have with these videos. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I want to make videos talking about trains. Wish granted, you're now gonna get a whole bunch of kids following you. Oh. Oh, darn it. Okay. At least I don't have to worry about this bit here. But again, it's like I mentioned, B7TLs are still being used across the country. Yeah, just because you have autism doesn't make you immune to getting made fun of or getting a stick thrown at you. What rail enthusiast doesn't have the tis? I'm fairly certain there are a few. I mean, it's a stereotype for a reason, but yeah. Your Honor, I can't be arrested for trespassing. I have autism. Fine, you're clear to go. Yes! What were we gonna do? It was the I said Morristown. Yeah, Oh, Norristown. I thought it was Morristown. Oh no, my reading skills. No, darn it. Oh, darn my reading skills. You and your tricks. Well, let me just do the junction here at least. Well, that's cool and all, but again, I just... You can do better than just copying somebody else instead. That'll get me more respect than you just saying, hey, I'll do the exact same thing this guy does. And I'll try and, you know, act... Well, basically, notice me, senpai, which I keep saying, no, I'm good. You could always not review the 350. That'll be significantly cheaper than reviewing them. Unless you have something new to the table to add, I recommend doing that instead. Like doing something different. That's not answering my question. That's not what I said. I said do something else instead of the same thing that I do. Not, okay, well, what if I do it a little bit different? No, just do something else, mate. Okay, right, so... Nice easy junction on this, but I need to have a underpass because I want it to be a clean junction instead of this stupid ladder that they have here, which totally blocks all the lines. Actually, I can make it a little bit longer. Ooh. Hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to build this line though, so I just have to make sure I have all the platforms at the right length and then we should all be going swimmingly well. Philly Cheese Junction. Indeed, we are in Philadelphia, a city I have never been to, let alone, well, I've never even been to America. But again, thanks to us, thanks to this being a Nimby Rail say, we're actually putting some effort into making the junctions bearable and the stations bearable-ish, maybe. UK trains have been reviewed to death, not just by MHE, but other YouTubers. How is town twinning? Like, what kind of questions that? What's wrong with twinning towns? Like, I've never had an issue with it. I just found it cute. Such a random thing to think about. Alright. Please do, especially with that junction we saw earlier, 16th Street. My pick for the worst junction on the Scepter Network. Yeah, it doesn't look that appealing, so... it looked really easy to fix anyway. All I did was just, well, all you see here is just a flat crossing. Oh, there's a switch here we could probably... I'll leave it. Who needs that? Do you know who is twinned with Walt Disney World? Swindon. Now that's going to I'm gonna have to Google that. Bear with me. Swindon town twinning. Right. Let's see what it is. So if I just type in Twin Towns. Oh, okay, so it is. Oh, it is twinned with. I mean, the other ones in like Germany, Nicaragua, and Poland make sense. Disney World. First of all, I didn't even know that's a town. By Twin. Oh, they announced a competition to found a town to be twinned with. In December, after Rebecca Warren won the competition with a poem, they announced they'll be twinned with Swindon. Okay, that's kind of funny. Oh, that's... That's a good one. Alright, well, yeah, I can't really... What's wrong with that? That's funny. Don't have to pay taxes. Oh, there it is. Well, at least, you know, Swindon is a town by definition, so I'll let that slide. But, you know, that's still pretty funny. Who the heck is Shadow Core? Is that like Night Core except even more darker? Instead of changing the pitch by like 2, they changed the pitch by 4 or something. Why can a lot of weird things be explained by tax evasion? Well, because taxes... No one likes spending money on taxes. Corey, how did you forget him? Who's Corey? I don't know who the person is. I don't know who this Corey is. All hail Shadow Knight. Oh, actually, this is the wrong way round, technically. You can't forget... You know, actually, you're right. I can't forget someone I don't know. That is completely accurate. Also, I'm just gonna thin out the platforms. We don't need them to be this thick. There we go. Actually, also, let me just map the playhouse place up the stations. Oh, it's got nommed. My favourite sign of all time disappeared like 7 years ago. You're welcome to Skew and you'll never leave. Oh, that's a shame. I did see on the way back home from Milton Keynes last week, I finally saw not one but 2 examples of the infamous sign not in use sign. I finally saw it for real. Oh, that was a nice treat. I really thought they didn't exist, but no. No, the Highways Agency were just hiding it from us. Corey actually loves me a lot, not in a suspicious way. Well, as a okay. You know, you could just say no homo and no one would be none the wiser. But alright. I've never heard somebody say, oh, he loves me, just not in a suspicious way. Well, then it is suspicious. Room for rent. Nobody has died in it. Nobody. No one. Please inquire for details. and I live in Essex, so sometimes I see this. Oh yeah, the secret nuclear bunker site. Oh, of course, another Goldie. I have a feeling, International Lifter, if I gave you a piece of paper that had turnover written on both ends, that you would be the most satisfied and sated human being on the planet. I don't know why, but I feel like you would be the prime candidate for something like that. Oh, turnover. Turnover again. Repeat ad infinitum till the heat death of the universe. There was a funny blunder a few years ago in which Neathport Talbot Council did. No, it was translate the street name The Highlands to... There is no way I'm going to pronounce that, but I'll give it a try. Uchel... Uchelderud. Ye Alvin. Oh, my Welsh is impeccable. They use Google Translate. It says the Scottish Highland. Ooh. Oh, gotta love the council. I gotta love councils. I remember when my council said, "Well, okay, we need to save money on street lights, like actual street lighting, not the bus. So what we're gonna do is from 11 PM to 5 AM, the street lights in the town will be turned off." Which, you know, is okay if you work 9 to 5. Not so okay if, oh, I don't know, you work late at night and you can't see anything because maybe, let's say, the night before the bins came out, had to go out ready for the morning, and you know cannot see anything because it's all dark. Absolute sand for brains. Councils. Quickly popping in to say hi. Hello there, Jonator. That's fine. I figured you wouldn't be in today because you said you were busy with your thing. So don't feel bad. Let me just change the track type here to the There's no ETCS here, but yeah, we're gonna save money. There we go. There's also a that's also a mere meters away from the mine shaft blowout which flooded much of Skewing a few years ago. The coal board refused to provide relief. Oh dear. I didn't hear about the mine shaft blowout. Oh. That sounds terrible. But yeah, if you're still here, John and H, I just want to say, you know, good luck with the assessment thingy. Oh dear. You found the essay, but I've got to do client. And it's due at 12 tomorrow. How fun. You missed your time window to put the waste out. No, the bins come out on Wednesday. And in the example here, what I was talking about, it was a Tuesday night. Okay? So, when the bins are taken out on Wednesday morning, what do? You put the bins out on Tuesday night, like everybody else in the street does. So it's not like you missed the time to do the bins, it's that we did it normally as we do. Ironic you say that, since our track uses a modified version of ETCS. Oh yeah, the Tesco own brand. Well, no, Walmart own brand, a ETCS. Sorry, Americanized the joke for you. Alright, well, good luck either way, Jonator. You power work through that. And I wish you the best either way. Let me change this. I'll collect. Yeah, Birmingham. Yeah, well, I heard about the binge strikes at least. This funny things all supplied by Alstom. Yeah, fun. Funnily enough, we're speaking about America. Earlier today, at work, I was helping with some passengers. I weren't helping them on an American flight, but they came in on an American flight. I think they were, because they were where were they going? I don't know where they were going, but I did see that one of their flights that they were. No, I got mixed up. They're flying onwards to America in a few days' time. And one of their flights, I think one of their seats, because I checked their, because I was helping with their, I was helping with the booking, I think, or something. No, I wasn't helping with the booking. I was helping getting them, preparing for their onward travel, just, assistance and stuff. But I remember checking and saying that they're flying out, they're booked on a Boeing 767-400. And they're sitting almost right at the front in first class, or Delta. I can't remember if it was Delta 1 or was it just. Either way, it did look pretty cool. But I would like to fly. If I were going to fly, the point I was trying to say is that if I was to fly out to America, I would like to fly preferably in business class, because I don't want to go in an economy. I feel like that would be just too painful. But I don't have the money for business class. Unless I fly potentially JetBlue. You know, the A321. I'm gonna go on an A321 Atlantic. Eurostar are planning on getting double-decker trains. Well, in that case, guessing it'll be the TGV-M, but Eurostar modified. But that'll be a good idea, because Eurostar need the capacity. Can confirm, having flown between Philly and Frankfurt in coach, it's not fun. Okay, I'm gonna take a stab of a guess. Coach, you mean economy? Because I am not sure of any coaches or any Flixbuses that do Philadelphia to Frankfurt. That would be, even if you have a stopover around here, that might be a bit tricky. Cattle car. Okay, fair enough. All right. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I want to fly with Lufthansa on their A340 or 747, but they only fly those ones from Frankfurt, which means I have to get to Frankfurt. And if I could just... it's just really... It's so awkward, because I could just, fly to America straight from Heathrow, down the road from me. And which would be a lot more efficient than just... going to always flying out to Frankfurt, then flying to America. Alright, okay, that's how... Okay, makes sense then, fair enough. Coach equals economy. It was with US Airways before American bought them out. Do you remember what plane you flew on? Hopefully a wide body. Sure, I'll do a review to the Eurotunnel, if you pay for my fare. Both there and back. And the hotel, obviously, because there's no way I'm going to be able to do it in one day. Because I'll need to get extra footage. I should have a coffee in the description. Send the money there at your earliest convenience. Well, A330s do fly transatlantic, so I can believe that. But I barely know anything about US Airways. I didn't even remember they existed. So be careful what you're saying, International Lift, because have you seen how expensive Eurotunnel is? In fact, let's do it for you, okay? Let's work out the fare for you, ignoring so completely ignoring the hotel cost, okay? Let's see how expensive it is. Ooh. Wait, hang on, they have a lounge? Why does Eurotunnel need a lounge? What's the point in that? It's a Eurotunnel lounge? I never knew that. I'm gonna go Eurotunnel lounge. Flexi Plus lounge in Calais. Flexi Plus, whether you're traveling for business or leisure, with the family or solo, a Flexi Plus experience gives you the freedom of travel on your own terms. So you can get like coffee and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you get access to complimentary newspapers and toilets. Why? Well, duty-free makes sense. Okay, because it's a border. So, you know, it's essentially like the airline. So duty-free makes sense. It's just the lounge. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I sort of agree with Ben to an extent. Like, what Boeing should have done, also, if you ask me, instead of making, what Boeing should have done is, instead of making the 737 MAX, they should have done the 757 MAX, or the equivalent that the Airbus did with the A330. So they made the A330 Neo, which is just the A330 but better. They should have done that. They should have done that with the 757. That way, you'd have something that is below a 767, but above a 737, which is what the 757 essentially was anyway. That way, you didn't have like a plane that wouldn't be so revolting. I don't want to go on a 737 across the Atlantic, for example. I think somebody else mentioned that in the chat a while ago, but that's what they, if you ask me, that's what they should have done. No, just an improved 757. It doesn't need to be a wide body, but just make it a little bit better. Insulting toilets. I don't think I've flown on a 757 myself, because we don't fly that often, and whenever I have gone on flights recently, it has been short haul. The last long haul flight I went to was to Grenada, and I don't have any of the flight info apart from it being a 777 there and back. And I think we stopped off at St. Lucia. I went on a coach with 3+2 seating. Seats were super narrow. So narrow seats that were shaped like school seats and very little legroom. Yeah, that is something that is done in the UK. So, like, once a coach has outlived its usefulness for National Express, what they tend to do is then say, alright, you're now on school duties. And it's like, they give it like 70 seats and make it just unbearable for normal human beings, but acceptable for kids, whose legroom requirements are bleh. Even Greyhound doesn't do that. They're just awful for other reasons. Well, isn't Greyhound owned by Flixbus now? Because when I looked at the Greyhound website just out of curiosity, and I went, hold on a second, that looks suspiciously like the Flixbus format. Yes, of course we do. Of course we do, Karas. Haven't you seen my reviews? No, not all 757s and 767s have been scrapped. They are being. I think I saw one take off, a 67400 take off today. They are still in use. British Airways aren't using them anymore, but that doesn't mean everybody else isn't. I've been on those coaches where it's spec for school runs. You get on them because you absolutely have to. Yeah. I've seen a lot of Commander Levantes with independent operators in my area. They've been used on school duties. Yeah, exactly. Again, when they've outlived their usefulness on National Express, the other local companies will then just buy them off and then just use them wherever they feel like. I still remember reading about the Kitana Levante when I was back in what's it called? I remember it was like a bus magazine when they first introduced it, and I was so mesmerized because, whoa, this coach has a lift. That's so cool. And now pretty much every major coach nowadays has a lift. But I still think the Kitana Levante did it best because the lift is in the door, so it doesn't mean well, it means that you don't have to like ruin the seats and stuff, like ruin the seating capacity, or you don't have to like remove the seats. You know what I'm trying to say? Please, I hope so. Alright. So like the 747s, Korean Air has them, but they don't operate regularly to the UK. Oh! I was not aware that Korean Air use 747s. Again, I thought the only operator I know in Europe that has 747s that isn't a freight operator is Lufthansa. At least that's what I thought it was. I have the issue of being tall, so I can only fit in the front seats of most cars without needing to bend over. And I barely fit into the old standard seating on most planes. Dread to try the new... Let's see. We're almost at Norristown. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to book a flight to go to Brussels next month, hopefully. Huh? Oh, they've relocated the station. Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, in that case, all right. Well, I'll adjust it then. If it's been relocated, if it's on the straight, it'll be a lot easier. I mean, the platforms are still going to be longer anyway, but I'll put it on the straight. There are some minor irregularities with this on Nimby Rail, so forgive it. Don't be too mean. It's trying its best. But yeah, like I said, I'm planning a trip. I need to fly to Brussels. And that will most likely mean I will fly on an A320. Yeah. Hello there, Ravy B. We are just building towards Norristown on this Nimby Rail save, where we're giving America a good railway network. I'm 5'9", I think. So I haven't experienced as much headroom issues myself, but that doesn't mean it doesn't bump in. It doesn't happen to me every now and then. Oh yeah, that's something that really annoys me in America. At least in this area, definitely. That a lot of the stations are just, yeah, we'll just add some tarmac here. Alright, next station. Oh, you want a shelter? Ah, fine. You get a shelter, singular. To give the railways in the UK credit, at least at least you can fit most trains on the platform. Oh, come on, we're actually doing well so far. We've got 2 services and they are both profitable, I think. Well, anyway, let's check. Okay, well, wait. Huh? Well, how can it be Monday? How am I making money in the future? Is it because of the time dilation? Oh, I guess so. Whatever. A lot of American commuter rail stations give more focus on the car park rather than the station itself. I laugh, but it seems to be true from what I've seen. Alright, let's try and reduce this to 100 from here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense if the accounting is on UTC. So, all right. You're making money in the future. We have 6 car units go to stations where the relative to the nearest whole number 0 passengers per train. Well, at least the platforms can fit for trains, at least, unlike here. Ooh. Hang on, who else flies from London to Brussels? Let me just look at Brussels Airport. Not the Charleroi Airport, that's the Scrub Airport. On this save so far, I'm using a couple of German trains on the Scepter and New Jersey transit services. So we've got a Talent 3, the train that would have gone to Austria if it, worked. And there's a Flirt as well. Got a cheeky little Flirt, the 6-car lad. And then on the New Jersey Atlantic coastline, we're using Lint 54s and Lint 81s. These things here. A good example of a station which is poorly designed with little parking, Port Talbot Parkway, renamed in the 70s and 80s. It's never has a parkway because it has like 30 parking spots. Oh, sorry. Tough luck, kid. You want parking? Oh, sure, that's going to cost you, mate. Right, where was I? Brussels Airport. So let's see the airlines that I can fly to. So if I just type in London. So I can get British Airways, London Heathrow. No. Brussels Airways, British Airways. Oh. That's all that's all my only options. Alright, well, I like both. And I think, what planes do they use on those routes then? So, London, so what's it? Heathrow to Brussels flights, plane type. So, flight connections. What does this tell me? Right, yeah, A319, A320, or A321 Neo. Or A320 Neo. Well, with the flight that I would be most likely getting, which will be at like 650 potentially, I'd end up most likely getting an A320 Neo, which, that's cool. They're nice. They're okay enough. Stadler Kisses are becoming very popular in the US. Oh yeah, I did see the what's it called? The Kiss being introduced on that line, so what was it? The Caltrain had the Kisses introduced, so that was pretty cool. Would have expected Embraers. I don't know if there's any airlines that even use Embraers from Heathrow. I think if I flew from London City, I'd probably get an Embraer. But I haven't been on one before. I would like to go on an Embraer. But again, I'm trying to get to Brussels, because that's where I need to start my filming. Unless I do my trip idea in reverse. Yeah, I know there's KLM, but KLM don't fly to... KLM don't fly to Brussels Airport from Heathrow. Or any other London airport that I'm aware of. Scepter Stadler Flux would be a dream. Scepter is apparently looking for Stadler as a build of a future train after their success with the Caltrain. Well, that's assuming they can afford any. What, you want money? Oh, balls. Oh, it goes single track here. Alright. Well, we're tapping into our inner, what's it called? 4-gate street almost with this layout. Slow trains, according to you, may be in Brussels. Well, I do need to... Again, I'm going to Brussels to film a whole bunch of... Oh, I never knew you could see the train. Zoom in again, of course. Zoom and enhance. Here he is. That's as far as I can zoom in. Here's my little flirt. Luxembourg on a Dash 8 Q1. Yeah, I want to go on a Dash 8, but that flight is bloody expensive. So, I'm sort of scratching my head at that. Yeah, I wonder why Brussels stopped wet leasing those. Oh, what do you mean film more to zero main lines? Oh, no. Oh, what made you think that? Oh, dear. Though, actually, in fairness, I also need to film some other things as well. The C220. Well, I mean, you can get away with calling it that, like, when Airbus were taking it over. And I wouldn't be down... I am kind of interested to go on an A220. I'm kind of curious about them, but Milan is not exactly anywhere near Brussels or Dusseldorf. Because maybe if I do I was going to do a trip that involved me going from Germany. No, I need to go to Brussels, then to the Netherlands, then to Germany. And then I head back home. But if I do the trip in reverse, then I can fly to Dusseldorf, get that out of the way. And that could work. Swiss Air! Ben, are you trying to bankrupt me? Oh, goodness. Alright, so what speed limits here? So let's go with 50. Yeah, I need to go to Dusseldorf because there are certain trains that run in that area. A flight review got kicked out of the Luxair Lounge before. The staff are quite rude. Oh dear. That's a bummer. Go to the Baltic and see their railways by using an A220 by Air Baltic. I wouldn't be against the Baltics, but my goal at the moment is to go to Brussels. Why would I want to play... I don't want to play Roblox unless it was for an April Fool's joke, or if I lost a massive bet. Let me adjust. Let me adjust another flight on this website I'm using. Flight connection, just whilst I'm here. There's no harm in it. Just fly from Heathrow. Well, yeah, I am gonna fly from Heathrow. That's my goal. Right, so from Heathrow to where's the airports? Dusseldorf. Oh, let's check prices quickly. Aircraft. Oh, come on. Why do I have to sign in just so I can see the aircraft types? Sod off. Jump on a sprout. I'm just gonna check, see if I can find any more info here. Anyone flown with Eurowings? What are they like? So I've never flown with Eurowings. Oh yeah, of course. I'm an idiot. Of course, I have Flight Radar 24. I'm a dum-dum. But we're gonna add the last two stations here, and then we can name all the stations. Finally. So if I just go to, I'm just gonna check Dusseldorf Airport very quickly. Where are you? That's not... There we are. There's Dusseldorf International Airport. No, I do not want to try the gold plan. So let's take a look at recent arrivals. London. A320neo. A320neo. Any earlier flights? A3, come on. Oh, there we are. A319! Yeah! Ugh. Globe Air? Oh, that's a charter. I think that's a charter. I ain't got the money for a charter plane! Alright, well, yeah, I guess these flights make sense, so, A320neo sounds bland compared to the original. I forgot what both have sounded like. It's been a while, so I'll need to compare it myself when I get the chance. No, I think I'll stick to flying to Brussels first, because not only have I already got that idea mapped out, but it'll be very easy to work with. Do much. And then this will be the final station on the line. Meanwhile, I spent the whole time of this stream building Flinders Street in Melbourne. Never heard of the street, don't know where that is in Melbourne. All I know is that Melbourne is in Australia. And that's about as far as my Australian knowledge goes. Would you ever fly with Logan now? Sure, why not? They have an ATR 42, which is absolutely adorable. I don't know. I really want to fly on that to Dundee, but that flight costs an arm and a leg, and I don't understand. Why? Why does it cost so expensive to fly to Dundee? If you're willing to pack yourself in a box, you could fly to Brussels from Stansted. Look. Wait a second. They use a 777F freighter to Brussels from Stansted. I mean, then again, I don't know what the many, I don't really know what many, freight planes there are nowadays. I mean, I thought, I really don't know the meta of flight aircraft, so, that just see. That's only one, step lower than the 767 I took from London to Amsterdam those years ago. Oh, that was fun. Oh, Flinders Street is the big station. Okay, gotcha. So it's like the Hauptbahnhof. Gotcha. ADRs kind of scared me after that incident in Brazil. Oh, that's a shame. Well, I never heard about that, so ATR Brazil crash. Oh, that was 2024! Oh, goodness. Oh, it entered a flat spin. Oh, no, that's terrifying. It was flying at 17,000 and it entered a flat... Oh, it entered a flat spin at 17,000? Oh, goodness. Oh, wow. No! Hauptbahnhof would be Southern Cross. Gotcha, okay. So this would be the not Hauptbahnhof. I still remember, I think a few days ago, when I was... No, last week, when I was going home, I did see the ATR taking off on the Dundee flight from Heathrow. It is really funny just how short of a runway it needs. And how high up, especially even compared to the A320s that take off in like half the runway almost, it feels like. But I would love to fly on one. Not Bahnhof. Alright, 40. That's still tragic either way. But I'm not too scared. I haven't been on a single turboprop in my life. And I really want to. I missed the opportunity with Flyby, and I am a bit bummed out by that. Not make matters worse, I missed twice. Because Flyby will revive, and then the spell didn't work, so they just instantly collapsed again. They flew to Amsterdam as well. ATRs are notorious for wing icing and probably was directly involved in the crash in South America live last year, where it basically stalled at about. Yeah, it was the Brazil one. That's the one I was just mentioning. Vopass flight 2283. That was the one that stalled from 17,000 feet, which is kind of terrifying if you think about it. Well, not even if you think about it, that is terrifying. I'm normally one, you know, I know, like, I joke about with a lot of stuff, but that is just legitimately a terrifying thing. I've seen ATRs fly to and from Newquay from Newquay from my town safe and sound, so I probably have nothing to worry about. Yeah, again, flight crashes are the exception rather than the norm, but it's still sad when it happens. Anyway, let's name all these stations. The fun thing to do. Oh boy. Alright, so Norris. The Manioc. Gotcha. What have I missed? Well, I've just built the Norristown line. Yeah. Have you seen that 222s are potentially going to run the Lumo Sterling route? I did not. I did not hear about that, and I want to I'll probably check that up later on. Right, it isn't an unsafe aircraft for the most part. It just flies slightly faster in order to maintain lift and potential extra icing, which is why the last passenger crash in the US was in 2008. The parts of that aircraft forgot about the icing issue and stalled to the ground. I really don't want to make a joke about something that happened last year, well, at least like that, but that is essentially the same thing that happened in the first Iron Man film. If anyone remembers, you know, how did he sort out the icing problem? Icing problem. You might want to get that checked out. And yeah, a villain falls down to the ground. Oh yeah, it's a bit in bad taste, I do apologise, but that was the first thing that came to my head. Alright, let's get the diagram up. Okay. Right, so after Jefferson, Temple University. So it's time to give these stations Stone Cold. Yes, you could say that. You could indeed say that. But yeah, I'd still love to fly on a turboprop from the UK to go somewhere. But my options, like I said, are so the icing on decay. Oh, I'm not going to heaven. Yeah, like we mentioned when I posted that little question, like saying, you know, it was just really difficult to try and find like flights using turboprops from the UK now, because either you're going to like It's either you're flying to Dundee or Aberdeen, I guess maybe, or you're going to somewhere like what else is there? Like, or you go to the Channel Islands. Oh no, the puns, Ben. Please stop my. I really don't want to laugh. Please, spare me. Alright, so the next station after North Broad is Allegheny, I think. Allegheny. I think it is. Yeah. Allegheny, East Falls. Oh, wait, no, I just had the name there. Allegheny, East Falls, Whisker. What? Yeah, Daniel just. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I am running into a bear trap, and I have no one to blame but myself for that. Absolutely nobody. So Wissahickon. Manayuk, Manayunk. The first turboprop I flew was the Fokker 50 from London City, and it was the first one that I through into there. I've wanted to fly on again. I've wanted to fly with from City, but all the flights there are expensive because, well, you know, London City Airport is basically, you know, the businessman airport. Yeah, there's a reason why I pronounced it like that. That's the exact reason why. Alright, so, is this Mikanyon? The Mikion or something? Mikwon. Ooh, these station names are flawless pronunciations. Also, let's save the game now, that's a good idea. Spring Mill. Conshohocken. Oh, yeah, it's already got the name there. Conshohocken. And then it's Norristown Transport Centre, which is a really weird name. So we're gonna call it. What would be a good station name they would use in the What's interchange for German? Interchange. Verkehrsknotenpunkt. For like that. King of Prussia Mall, a previous idea for it. Oh, that could be good because I'm kind of curious as to how to sort out this. They call it the Norristown High Speed Line, but it's not really a high speed line by definition. I'm trying to think of what trains to use on this section here. I'll have to think of that because I'm not too sure at the moment. Thank goodness Cobalt isn't here, because I know exactly what he would say. Use the IET. No. Oh, Kanshahakan, as we called it. One thing you'll notice is that a lot of the suburb names around here are either English, Welsh, or Lenape, a regional Native American language. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what, Ben? A 230, probably not the 230, but the 484 could be a good idea, because the train that runs on the real life thing is just a, well, it's the Scepter N5, which is like a, it looks like a rail. It looks like a, and now I think about it, it looks like a Class 140 that's just stretched out and Americanized. Now that I think about it. And it uses third rail. So actually, I think a 484 could be a good idea. Use the American... that would be a good idea. I like using the 4... I think we can use the 484 for that, because they got decent capacity in this game. Where are you? 484. And it still classes as European. Where are you? Oh, there we are. 200 passengers. That'll suffice. Don't worry, I knew you were joking. Well, no, it's third. This line is third rail, so we'll use a 484 because it's third rail. So yeah, I'll consider that when I've started building the line. Yeah, as far as station is concerned, though, I'm gonna call it Norristown something. Ugh, Norristown. 230. No, 230s are not third rail. Oh, I know what to call it. Norristown. There we are. Norristown Brook. The next station on the line is then Norristown Main Street, so Norristown Hauptstraße. Straße. I always like the German B. It looks so cool, even though it's not actually a B. It's something else. Well, they're not bi-modes. They are. Ugh. Oh, DeKalb Street. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep it as bridge because there's a bridge there. So. Alright, Alright, and last but not least, Norristown. Oh, wait, no, darn it. I copied the wrong thing. Yeah, exactly. They don't use third rail. The 484 uses third rail. All right. Well, that's the Norristown built. The Norristown branch built. Now, I think we can build the airport branch, which is the one I'm really confused about, which we'll get onto as we start building. So, right. So let's just add this bit here first to start things off. Wrong type. Ooh. So we're building the main line south of Philadelphia. And then 6. Good. So from here, the line speed will then increase. We'll do it to... What's the speed? What speed shall we go with? It looks rather straight, so we'll go 160 and 140 on the slow. 120 on the slow. Let's be mean. 120. Only... Nah, we'll keep it 140. Nah. So, gotta go fast. And then after that curve at Colwyn, I'll increase the line speed on the fast lines a bit more. Although here, I'm gonna just keep it like that for the time being. Let me just... Because I need to adjust the track positions because, yeah. Alright, so we got a flying junction here, and, ooh, how fun. How can we sort this out? Does a 230 have enough power to tow a 484? Doubt it. They used engines from Fords. Make of that what you will. Exactly, they could just do that service. So let me readjust this. 160. And then the fast lines from here, the fast lines will then go back into the middle. And then the slow lines will be on the side again. Oh! They finally got rid of all of them! Ah, rip. Even the ones in the north. If you ring up a like a Navi, you might be able to pull on a 230. You can still find one in this day and age. So here's my college-educated track layout idea. I'm afraid so. The ones in the northeast are gone. Ah, oh, what a shame. Rip bus that could barely turn the engine on. You will be missed. Alright, so... Alright, so this junction... So it should probably go under. There we go. And it goes underneath here. Splendid. Perfect. So that bit there is okay. Wait a minute, something doesn't look right. What have I done? Oh. Yeah, what have I done? Hang on a second. Yeah, these are the fast lines. Okay, gotcha. Ooh, this is going very well. Right, so doing this junction. Oops, not it. Oh, hang on, I need to reduce the speed limit. Whoops a daisy. I'm flawless at my building skills. Okay. So once we built the airport line, we'll be able to have our next service running on this safe. Because I want the train going to the airport to then go on the Norristown line. Which will help increase the capacity on this section here. Well, actually serve, and also serve more of the universities and whatnot. And I feel like obviously serving the airport, it's going to get stupidly busy. Hang on, what does this compare to the airport mod is like? Let me see. Oh yeah, that's not as bad. But if I combine both, then it's going to become painful. So let's not do that. Oh yeah, that's still above ground. Oops. No joke, that's looking like the jankiest version of that joke. I know, but it does make sense from the technical standpoint of what I'm trying to do. And I still think that what I'm doing is still better than what it is IRL on the basis that there are no conflicting movements. It'll look better if, hang on, if I turn off the, this. So, let me use the signals to help us. So the slow lines, the lines from Penn Medicine are here, and the Amtrak lines are here, okay? So the Amtrak trains can go straight on, gotta go quick, without getting blocked by the cheeky little Scepter Scrub train going down to the airport. And the Scepter Scrub train can also continue without having been blocked by the Amtrak train, see? And then it'll join up here into 2 tracks, instead of going into a short single track section there. And same thing in reverse. No conflicting movements. And plus the tracks will swap over, so they're now on, the Scepter lines on the are on the outskirts, on the outer tracks, whilst the Amtrak ones are on the inner tracks again. Cheese string junction. It works! Remember the rule. If it looks stupid, but it works, it's not stupid. Words to live by. Alright, curve again. Let me just... Oh yeah, I'm also going to do something a little bit more creative. Yeah, definitely. It definitely looks like a mess. Also, I also have an idea for a service going into the airport. Basically, I want to have an hourly train going from Harrisburg to Philadelphia Airport instead of making it terminate at Philadelphia Hauptbahnhof. But because this is going to be like the equivalent of a regional express, it's going to use the fast tracks. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is have a dedicated line on this bit here. So we're going to have it at 140 kph. That goes straight down here. I'm going to rejoin it, so I'm going to slow it down to like 90. Then I'm going to join it up with a sort of ladder junction. Here we go. The main way I see this fixed around Penn Medicine is with a flyover. That makes sense. I mean, I have a ladder junction here, but, you know, I don't know if it's... But I'm just being lazy here once again. But it works. I think it does, please. I hope it does. As long as nothing supernatural happens, this should work fine. Then I'm just going to do... Even though I don't have any freight trains, I might have to use this line for, like, negotiating, like, passenger movements. You never know. Maybe the first train of the day wants to be special. Angry CSX be damned. They don't pay enough money to exist in Nimby Rails. There we go. So yeah, I was going to have this line at 140 kp. Yeah, 140 will suffice. And then it's going to go straight this way. Just a straight line. Freight trains would be kind of interesting to see in Nimby Rails, but... Oh, darn it. But for the time being, I'm okay with it just being passenger focused. Makes the game a hell of a lot simpler, that's for sure. Right, now the sector lines join in. Go. Maybe that can be a mod one day. Well, in fairness, freight trains already exist, like the types of freight locomotives you can see do exist in Nimby Rails already. Oh yes, Transport Fever 3 was just announced a few hours ago. I did see the trailer. It looked very interesting. You get, I noticed oil rigs and a day-night cycle. So, the only problem is Transport Fever 2 melts my GPU. So what's 3 gonna do? I'll have to wait until I can afford a new PC, sadly. But it definitely looks like a fun game. Well, so far, from what the information we got. I wanted to check the website, but the website was down, so I'm going to try right now. Is the website working yet? Yeah, sadly, again, the Nier Automata also doesn't work on my PC anymore. It's a shame, the best video game I've ever played is still balked on my computer. Eastbrook Station, which has no, Eastwick. My apologies. Yeah, Eastwick Station is just a couple of... Is that made of wood? Yeah, it's just a good old-fashioned wooden station. Oh, my favourite. Sights down for me. No, mine just took long to load. Well, it's loading for me now. And... Well, no, it's still loading. Like, I'm still on the same page I hit enter on. So we could be here for a while. Alright. Well, the loading times haven't been too much of an issue on Transport Fever for me. The issue is more a situation of... It's just very intensive anyway. I tried doing like... And plus it's just so difficult to limit yourself in terms of saves. It really is. Because you just say to yourself, okay, I only need this, but what about that nice little truck mod? Or what about this little mod here? Or what about this? And then it just goes... and then the game just never works. Save the game, let's not forget to do that. Right, so now we got our little dilemma. So I don't know who was in charge of designing the branch, or the airport line branch, but I do not get these stations at all. So for Philadelphia Airport, it's technically 4 stations. So you have Terminal A. Well, okay, it's weird. You've got Terminal A and Terminal B. So this side is Terminal A, but this side is Terminal B. And they're 2 separate stations, even though... You've got Terminal A and Terminal B, Terminal C and Terminal D, and then Terminal E and Terminal F. I don't... But look how close they are together. It's not like with Heathrow. Like, in terms of distance, like, as the crow flies between them, it's barely 700 meters. As a platform, but when you go to Heathrow... where's my beautiful baby Heathrow? There you are. There you are. With Heathrow, look, the terminals are at least significantly further away. See? You can't just walk to them. Like, you can't even have a platform that long in Nimby rails. The game will just say no. See? Get back to America. And trains do stop at both stations. That's stupid. That's actually stupid. Stop that. We want to make it reasonable. So, I was thinking we'll just have the platform here. Or, like, maybe like in the halfway point, possibly. And have 3 platforms instead, so we can have like 2 platforms. That way we'll be able to have both SEPTA and my Regional Express train running now. Because the thing here is, like, if you were to get off at the middle point here, it's not like, oh, there's no way I can get to Terminal B. Oh no, it's going to be impossible. So yeah, stuff that. Makes so little sense. I was so confused when I was looking at the platforms. It's probably one of the stupidest airport stations I've seen so far. Anyway, let me just at least build the connecting line to it first. I know that, but I mean, why from an operational standpoint? It's literally just the same platform. Exactly. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump. Oh, and I'm at the station. I feel like if you could probably run and beat the train at that point. Because if the train closes doors, departs, and arrives here on platform A, no, Terminal A, you could probably beat it. If there is no wall blocking these hits, I'd love to try that if I ever go to Philadelphia. I would do that. I would try it if there's no wall. If there is a wall, then I'm screwed. Yeah, the junction here. Well, have you seen people actually do the little challenge thing? What I was just mentioning. Yeah, but at least with Leicester Square and Covent Garden, or Embankment and Charing Cross, they're still serving relatively different areas. Like, people would go to Leicester Square, and, I mean, they still have, like, reasons. Like, even using Leicester Square as an example, you will get off there for the Northern Line. Whereas you don't go, I need to get to the Northern Line, I'm gonna get off at Covent Garden. So, at least you have that. But if you're going to Philadelphia Airport and you're going to get off at... The terminals are just here, they're very close. They're all close to each other. Why make things so difficult? Or complicated like that? What's the point? Alright, so, track rejoined. Excuse me again. Right, so... 5. Okay, so... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that idea I mentioned for the airport, where I'm going to just have one station. I think it'll just make a whole lot more sense and be nowhere near as confusing for new players. So we'll place it roughly here, and we'll use the curve as well to help. Yeah, we'll make the platforms... I think the platform here should be 300 meters long, so I can handle what would be theoretically the maximum, because I'm thinking of using an intercity like train, not the ICE. No, I don't think it's good enough to get ICE trains. But, you know, something like an intercity, like, oh yeah, where is it? This thing here. Possibly. I don't know, should I use this one or the slower version? I'll probably use the slower version. This one here. The medium length one. Yeah, 260. Right then, how are we gonna do this? Weird, why is it not connecting? There we go. 280 meters, look, that's a good compromise. And we'll have an extra platform. We'll have 4 platforms just as a bit of insurance, because you can never be too safe. Better be safe than sorry. And Cologne Airport has 4 platforms, and it does well enough, I guess. Oh, stomach growling, meaning Hulk need food. Oh dear. I mean, I haven't really eaten all day, so that would be a good idea. Oh, darn it. Oh, I don't want to connect the trucks like that. There we go. See? Much better. Still serves the airport, and passengers can still access the terminals with ease. Ta-da! Just do a quick track split just so I can force certain tracks, pathings. There we go. Does Heathrow Express have first? Of course it does, although I don't know why. That's the real question. Why does it have it? Alright, let me just name the station. Philadelphia International Airport. Although actually it should be called Philadelphia Flughog. There we go. I just realised because this is the German names we're using. So Philadelphia Flughafen. Very weird. Yeah, money is also an answer. Acceptable answer for this. There we go. Well, we built that section at least. So, now that we've built this, we can now make money on the Norristown line. Well, first we need to, build the track first. We need to spend money to make money. Also, it would be a good idea right now to actually start setting up signals as well. The free terminal transfer only includes standard class. Unless you really want to have an argument with the Heathrow staff, which don't bother. Don't waste your time with that. Just Don't bother. Right, what's marked? There we go. Right, that should suffice. Okay, great. Now let's actually build this. Commence building. Yes, sir. Yes. Oh. Oh wait, what? Oh, I did a few hiccups there. Silly billy me. Insert. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Alright. Okie dokie! Airport wine. What colour did they use? Yellow. Alright then. Ready for our first, next line. So, Sector S1 Airport. Which I think they used AI. Let's just see what the, what was the code they used? Air, yeah. So S1 Air. Got it. And we're just gonna have the same price, $5.50. Still seems a bit dear, but you know, money. Well, if how we get around, or I did check your channel, Mr. Steve, if you're still here, I have a question for you. Did you ride on the, what's the called? The Bud Silverliner trains that were used? And if so, what were they like? Hello there, King All-Star 64. You can answer this question as well if you have. If you've been on a Bud Silverliner, what was it like? I'm just curious, whilst I'm just adding our new service. Alright. I've been on Silverliner 4 and 5, and they are good. Okay. At least that answers that question. I prefer the 4. What's the difference then? Because again, you're speaking to someone who knows nothing about them. Oh, more comfortable. Gotcha. Alright. Oh, I forgot to put the markers here. They're still used. Oh! Wait, really? Because the one I'm looking at, Silverliner 2s. Okay, those are the ones I'm talking about, yeah. I'm talking about the electric multiple unit, the Silverliner 2s. My apologies, if I wasn't being as clear. Alright, they're all emus. Yeah, I did find it kind of weird when I was looking at the photos where they all had the pantographs up. That doesn't feel right. Like the picture of it on Wikipedia, of the Bud Silverliner 2 and 3, it's got all the pantographs are up. That's so odd to see. Right, University. Right, 2 and 3s were retired in 2010. Yeah, so those are the ones I was talking about earlier. Like, if you rode on those ones, what would they like? So again, I can only apologise for not being clear. Uh-oh. That's a good idea. Lesson 1, build the tracks before you... Ugh. Oh, goodness. Didn't think you could make Marble Garden more of a beatboxy tune like this, but they managed to do it. There we go. Now let's continue building. And I just realised this needs to use the, oh, balls, hang on. They were generally fine, like the 4's a bit better, but they were similar in many ways. Also, all of them are 3 and 2, but they're bench seats. Oh yeah, I can tolerate 3+2 seating when they're benches. Personally. Alright, so Benjamin Platz, North Broad. Oh, during the early 20s, you could see some mixed sets of Symbiote 3 and 4s, and even some 4s mixed, 5 mixed with 4s. There is absolutely no way I'm going to tell the difference between them myself, but I'm at least glad that they're not, you know, like, completely hated. If I ever do go to America, you two will probably be my consultants. Like, where to go, what not to do, what not, you know, that kind of stuff. Alright, North Board. Temple University. Given the larger loading gauge, 3+2. Yeah, I'm kind of I don't feel as, let's say, nervous when it comes to that. I feel like the 3+2 with them might actually be tolerable. Actually, I should probably put this on the platform here. Oh, and the Silverline 4s were also made by Bud, so the fact that they were built like tanks isn't surprising. 5s were built by Hyundai Rotom and were 5 years late, so take up that what you will. I will! Oh, we cannot build trains anymore. That's not right. Very good. Alright. Eastwick, and then back to the airport. There we go. The flights got taken out of service due to structural issue. Oh, hello. My name is Kath. Nice to meet you. Oh dear. All right. Well, I've already decided the train types I'm going to be using. I'm going to use Miros on this service. So these ones here. Either the 2 or I think 2 plus 2 doors. Ugh. We'll use a mixture of them, actually. Well, at least you got it fixed. So yeah, I'm going to use a mixture of these 2 trains here. And what I think a few of them might be, I will probably have as 9 cars, just because airport. How bad can it be? Alright, so... to airport. Right, so let's work out how many trains we need, because I'm going to have this service running half-hourly. At least. Though I feel like it should... Yeah, half-hourly should suffice to the airport, maybe. Yeah, I mean, there are some other airports that... Well, Hanover Airport service was like half-hourly, I think. Or was it every 20 minutes? I don't know. Okay, so 5:30. That's a good airport starting time. Then we'll bring in our mirror. We'll use this one. Oh! That's not as slow as I was expecting it to take. Alright, well in that case it's going to be dirt easy to have only 4 trains needed then. No, or is it? Whatever. Why is Scepter How can Scepter be seeking out to get new trains when they can barely afford to pay for their own existence? There we go, dirt easy. So 5:30, 7, 9, 11, 23:30. Oh, they put that in correct. Okay, fair enough. They put it a few years ago. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so I'm actually going to have all the trains starting from the airport sort off to the depot over here. But, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. So, I'll make it use the East Yard, even though I prefer to use it the West Yard. But I haven't built the West Yard yet, so I'll just chuck it in the Eastern Yard. So, continue to next order. Yeah, that'll do for now. 05, 02, blah, blah, blah. Right, so we got that. It has been planned since 2017 to get new cars, but they're now just getting into contract requests. Yeah, fair enough then. Then we'll have a 9-car one. I should probably call this 3, 2. And this will run half an hour behind it. And I'll use a cheeky what's it called? Coradio International. Continental, not there we go. I really like how these trains sound, so yeah, why not? And this will run 1 hour. So let's look at that timetable just to start things off. 42, 45. Okay, that's not as bad as I was expecting. Alright. And the first train departing Norristown will be at 5:59. So 5:59. Good. 5:59. $7 on the dot. And last train 23. Perfect. We'll just get our last set of trains, which will be the higher capacity one, Miro. Perfect. Alright then, that's that service sorted out. I mean, I'm gonna quickly add more signals, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some money. Actually, let me add a few more signals first, then we can make some money. Oh, hang on. So Daisy, there we go. Just add a few more signals. Alright. Oh, there's a place called Poplar. Oh, cool. Nice. I'm just adding the bare minimum amount of signals just so the trains don't have a hissy fit. Which they probably would anyway, but you know. Alright, okay, that should be plenty. Now we can make a money. Let's see how bad the overcrowding gets. Yeah, well, I can sympathise with them. I know what it's like to be broke. So I can only mock them as much. I can't mock them too much. Alright, 7... 31, 46, 49, 60, 84, 95, 18, 94, 194, 200. Oh, dear. I'm guessing it's going to be packed to the brim here. Almost. I just managed to jump ahead in front of this train. Okay. It was a shame they don't depart at the same time, because then you could see the trains race. That'll be cool. I might actually adjust the timetable just to see that. Well, the train's going onto the airport now. Is this train full to the brim? Yes, it is. Oh dear. Well, I can imagine that because timetabling and whatnot. Oh dear, that's a lot of passengers. Oh no, people, what's happened? This train has mysteriously got extra coaches. How could this happen? Oh dear, I have no idea how that happened. Wow. Oh dear. These trains are gonna get packed. In fact, I might actually do that. I can't believe when my train randomly gets extra coaches. I know, right? I am going to adjust the times actually, just because I like watching trains race. So what do I need to do? Coupling in service. Yep. So 2 minutes. 6:01. 7:02. 23:02. 7:32. There we are. Now the train should mostly race-ish. Well, this one still jumps ahead though. Okay. Oh, bummer. What if I... No. Hang on. What if I make it leave 1 minute later as well? If I make it wait... What about 1 minute later then? So, 33. So, 2. 3. There we go. Let's see if that works. Yeah, they depart the stage timed at least. Oh, uh-oh. I think I might have screwed myself. Wait. I think I might have screwed myself. Wait a minute. Because this train needs to cross over. Yep. Oh, okay. Actually, no, that's not that bad. Okay. Yeah, it's only a few seconds late. That's not the end of the world. Alright, what mod are you working on? Well, yeah, I mean, a slam door EMU would be good. And you already had one already, but I'm going to take a step. My guess will be a class 4... Well, I don't think it got the proper name, but what about the 4DD? That's obscure enough to give it. That train deserves a chance in Nimby Rails. That's a good guess, I'd say. Alright, so these trains will now race-ish. Oh, yes! Oh, look at that. There we go, racing! I literally made a 4 CP in all but 2 liveries that need to finish that. But no. Oh, a conga train? Huh? What, like the TF2 conga? Also redid all my 450 textures. I haven't finished that. Well, it sounds like a very tedious process, either way. Oh, hang on, I put the track... I done the track layer here wrong. Whoops, the train is basically nomming the platform. Stupid me. Like a conga line of people. Alright. Well, now that we have this service sorted out... That does sound like a really funny idea. But as I was saying, now we have the service all sorted out, I think this is where we're going to end the stream for tonight. So, thank you everybody for coming along. It was a lot of fun today, and we made some good progress. So, and I think I'm going to also now have to add, make the Atlantic City line half-hourly, because these are now becoming filled to the brim. Ooh dear, now this is where the fun begins anyway. So yeah, that'll be it for tonight's stream. You probably would. It really would crash the game. Thank you very much for coming along, everybody. It was really fun, nice chatting, and all good. So yeah, we'll speak to you later, everybody, and take care. Have a good night. Oh, good day to you. Speak to you next time. Goodbye. Right. Where's the stupid things put? My browser's frozen. Okay, where's the end stream button? There we are. Come on, let me end the stream. Thank you.